What is up, awesome people? 𝐓𝐇𝐀𝐍𝐊 here. One thing I keep seeing way too often in Dead by Daylight matches is Leatherface just absolutely dominating the survivors. These matches are over so fast. It just seems like this guy has a real knack at finding people. He runs from survivor to survivor, chasing them down, hitting them with the chainsaw, hooking them, and before you know it, the match is over. Maybe one generator got up and all the survivors are dead. The reason this killer is able to find and hook people so fast is because of his unique perk, barbecue and chili. And you'll find about 99% of all Leatherface players use this perk. What that perk does is when the killer hooks a survivor, for 4 seconds after hooking that survivor, he can see the auras of all the other survivors if they're not within a certain distance of the hooked person. At tier 1, it's 52 meters, tier 2, 46 meters, and tier 3, 40 meters. So if Leatherface hooks a survivor and say you're way out in the corner of the map working on a generator, he is going to see you out there. And that's how Leatherface is easily able to track down people. The way to counter this is as soon as you see a person go into the death state, stop whatever you're doing. If you're working on a generator, if you're cleansing a totem, whatever you're doing, just stop it. And what you want to do is run at that person as the killer is transporting them to the hook. And to be safe, you need to get within that 40-meter distance of the hook that they're being put on and hide. If you get within that distance, your aura is not going to show up to the killer when that other person is hooked. Then after that 4 seconds is up, you can go back to doing whatever you want to do. You can try to save the person or, try to work on generators or whatever you were doing. Now, in instances where you're just too far away to make it to that hook in time, or when the killer is using a perk or hex that blocks auras so you can't see where that person was down or where they're being carried to, there's just no avoiding it. Your aura is going to be revealed to the killer. So what you need to do is begin running in one direction. Once they're hooked, count to 5 just to be safe, then turn around and run back on the same path you came from. Now, hopefully the killer's going to see your aura, he's going to see the path you're running, and try to take an angle to cut you off. That way, by the time the 4 seconds is up and he can't see your aura anymore, you're going to be running in the opposite direction he's running. Personally, when I started using these two tactics against Leatherface, I saw my survival rate go way up against him. Now, the one drawback to this is it's going to get your team off the generators, because if people are getting hooked, you're going to be constantly interrupted and having to run to that down person. But that's kind of a trade-off. I mean, would you rather be running to them and be hidden, or have the killer know where you're at? Another thing to take into consideration is that barbecue and chili is not limited to just Leatherface. Other killers could be using the perk, so if you're in a match and after the killer hooks a person, they just immediately start running towards another survivor's location, there's a pretty good chance that they have it on. So if you suspect that, then start using these two tactics to counter it. I hope these tips help you out. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button, and I'll talk to you later. Have a good one.